Launching a new travel business in the midst of COVID-19 pandemic is not a move that most entrepreneurs would make. But in 2020, hospitality professional Hemant Mediratta decided to do just that and entered the highly competitive space of representation business in India. 2 years on, the bet has paid off handsomely as his firm, One Rep Global, has rapidly acquired clients and expanded its footprint nationwide, Mediratta tells India Outbound in an interview.
They had certain preconceived notions about the Indian business, and which was primarily that we travel in large groups. Certain Indian groups are louder than most. We like to eat only Indian food, and we negotiate a lot. So, with all that said, they had these preconceived notions, and because of which they were reticent of engaging with Indian tour operators to do Indian business, which was quite the contrary. Over a period of time, all that what was said may have been partly true many years ago, but over a period of time, the Indian business has actually evolved. The Indian traveler is quite evolved. Now, if you look at our country, 70% of Indians are below age 35. It's a very young generation of Indian travelers that's traveling. And whether it's major metros or tier 2, tier 3 cities, the exposure and the via the internet or through engaging with other nationalities, it's quite good. So what I wanted to do was, can we set up a company which acts as a bridge between these hoteliers who want this good quality Indian business, and there is this consumer who actually can afford and really appreciate finer things in life as far as these luxury hotels are concerned. So that was the genesis, and seeds were sown many years ago of there is a place for a good representation company that can talk to both the consumer and the hotels in a language both of them understand. So One Rep Global was born with a focus on luxury and ultra luxury segment, and we want to bring the best that the world has to the Indian consumers. So the journey has been absolutely phenomenal. It is beyond what I had expected, and there is a reason behind it. I think the timing was just right. We started at the beginning of COVID, and most people would say that's a really off time to start any business, but it just happened. As a result of which, it made us much leaner. We thought out of the box of how to engage with hotels. When travel had stopped, to get representation clients, we were able to manage to get representation clients during lockdowns. So that spoke volume of what we could do as a team. A lot of good people joined, and over a period of time, today I would say we are 2 years old, and in 2 years we are 20 plus clients. We have 14 plus team members. We have offices in Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata. We cover about 25 cities in the country. So the journey has been absolutely spectacular. With sales, targets is a moving picture. So once you achieve your first target, then you stretch it. So I think we are in that stretch goal phase, where as we grow, our ambitions are getting bigger and bigger. We are adding almost a client a month this year in terms of luxury clients. So I think we are on the right track. I think the biggest pleasant surprise has been people acceptance from the industry in terms of professionals wanting to join the organization. We are a startup, and I think in our minds we remain as a startup even while we are 20 plus clients and 14 plus team members. The faith and confidence that they are placing in our organization and the ability to be the biggest and the best in this business, I think that's very overwhelming. And that is so heartening and gratifying. If you look at the team members, they come from really, really rich backgrounds, whether it's Oberoi, Four Seasons, Imperial, leading hotels of the world, small luxury hotels. We've got a very varied team, and it's the strength of the team that is helping us go onward and beyond. So very early on, we had set our niche very clearly. We want to be in the luxury and ultra luxury space. And the number of players in that higher segment are very few. Also, the representation business will change quite radically. I'll share with you why. So companies that are well resourced, well spread out, are going to do much better than people who are a single person office or one city office. So sales is all about reach and distribution. Can I reach to more number of customers in the same fee that you paid me? And number two, do I bring relationships to the table? So as I mentioned earlier, with 3 offices that OneRep Global has, we cover 25 plus cities. There are 100 plus cities that ideally we would like to cover in due course of time. For that, you need feet on street. Today we have 14 such people. And I say this to everybody, any new brand that is coming into India. When you come to India, can your brand from day one be distributed at the right places? And you can only do that if you have physical presence in cities. Of course, you can do it via WhatsApp and email, but that's not the same. You have distribution and relationships. India is again a very high touch market. So if you have 14 people, all 14 of them carry some relationships that they have. So look at the multiplier effect that once an organization joins us, what do they get? It will be very hard for single entrepreneurs or solopreneurs to manage more than 1 or 2 accounts because they won't be able to do justice. So very early on we realized this, that India does not have companies of consequence which have built that scale in the luxury segment. And that is what we want to do. So very early on, we had a very nice Maldivian hotel that we pitched for. And that was something that, and I think we were very new at that time when we were pitching. So all went off well, and we were quite hopeful that it will come to us. And it was just 2 months that we had started the business. However, it went to another company, and we were all very sad about it, and we worked so hard, etc. Later on, what happened is we actually checked with, we had sources in that company. We checked what happened, and they said when they checked with other people about our brand, travel agents, they didn't know about us. It was clearly in 60 days how much could we have known, but that was one big mess, which from henceforth, any client that does a ref check on us, we never fail that ref check. So today we are sitting at about 20 plus hotels. At the year end, we'll have 25, 30 odd hotels. I think in 3 years time, if we are able to do 50 to 75 hotels, that will put us in a dominant position.